5 on your health now. A new report shows more kids are calling poison control.
And to blame highly caffeinated energy drinks. Last year, America's poison control centers had a 20% increase in calls from exposure to the drinks. That number doubled for kids ages 6 to 12.
We are now joined by Dr. Scott Hadlin, the chief of adolescent medicine at Mass General for Children. So we do know that these energy drinks, they have stimulants. So how dangerous are they?
Right. There's a lot to worry about here, right? So this actually comes up all the time in my practice as a pediatrician. These drinks are really popular. And nationally, we know that at least among teenagers, anywhere from about 1/3 to 1/2 of teens drink these energy drinks. And, probably no surprise because they're in gas stations and corner stores and grocery stores and even vending machines, sometimes in schools, kind of all across the country. So it's everywhere. So we have a lot to worry about here. And I think the key thing to worry about is just how much caffeine is in these drinks. So as an example, one popular brand, Celsius, has 200 milligrams of caffeine in a can. Well, just for comparison, that's about 2 cups of coffee, or a can of Coke, which is maybe a little bit more familiar for kids, has about 34 milligrams of caffeine. Just to do the math, that means that one of these energy drinks has about 6 or 7 cans of Coke worth of caffeine in them.
Wow. All right. So what is a safe amount to consume? Because we were talking before this segment began about, obviously kids for decades have been exposed to some caffeine in soda, Coca-Cola, Mountain Dew, those kinds of drinks. So what's a safe amount to consume and at what age?
Right. The best answer is for kids and teenagers under the age of 18, really nothing. The American Academy of Pediatrics, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, who monitors these data and keeps an eye on things, really recommends that kids and teens just have no caffeine whatsoever. Once you hit the age of 18 and you're an adult, studies suggest that probably the daily max that people should stick to is 400 milligrams. Again, that's about the equivalent of 4 cups of coffee. Now that's small cups of coffee, not really strongly brewed. So you have to adjust your math a little bit if you're having big cups and it's strongly brewed.
And so parents are aware. What are symptoms of caffeine poisoning?
Right, yeah, so we worry a lot about high heart rate. Kids can get palpitations, they can have high blood pressure, they can experience symptoms of anxiety, they can have difficulties with nausea, sometimes they can even vomit. Children can have rapid breathing or tremors. These are the signs of having too much caffeine, but actually, honestly, the issue that I see most commonly in my practice is that these drinks really get in the way of good, healthy sleep. They keep kids up at night. If you have these in the afternoon, it takes a long time to metabolize, and then you're up all night, and then it's hard to fall asleep and wake up the next morning.
And just because we touched on it at the top of the segment, if you do think there's an issue, is poison control the number to call? Do you go to the ER? Do you call your on-call pediatrician if that's available?
Right. All 3 of those options are good ones, and they will all direct you to the right place. I do think knowing the phone number for poison control and having it sort of posted somewhere in the house is always a good idea for families.
Okay, Dr. Scott Hadlin, thanks as
Thank you.
always.
Good to
Have a
see
great
you.
weekend.